Hi guys, today I'm going to do an oil change on my 2020 CRF250F. The tools you're going to need is a 12 millimeter socket and a ratchet, flathead screwdriver, an 8 millimeter socket, an oil pan, and your oils and your filter. Here's the filter. So you start by locating the screw that goes on the bottom of the bike. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm going to take the camera. Show you guys. It's this screw right here behind the shield. So you go counterclockwise. Once it's loose, you can kind of feel it. Just let the oil drain. Oh man. It helps to have gloves. You see all that oil draining? So you let it drain. It looks like it's pretty bad. And then you can start taking your filter off. So 8 millimeter counterclockwise. Just back it up. Fairly easy. And then you pull the cap off slowly. Make sure that oil falls. Nope, no more oil. So here's the filter. Hopefully you guys can see it. Doesn't look terrible. I mean, I've only ridden the bike for about 10 hours, I would say. Pull this filter off. Put the new one in. Make sure the gasket goes to the inside of the bike. Just set it right here. Wait, actually, no, it looks like the gasket goes to the outside. Where's my screwdriver? Here it is. It's spring loaded, so you gotta hold it in while you thread the screws. I would get one started and then do the other one. Make sure you keep that pressure so it goes in evenly. Make sure not to cross thread them, so you can go one and then the other. See how it seals evenly. They don't need a lot of torque. The 8 millimeters, they need to be torqued down to 9 pounds. The screw for the oil pan, it needs to be torqued down to 18 pounds. If I'm correct, I'm gonna double check that on my manual here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, 9 pounds for the 8 millimeter and 18 pounds for the 12 millimeter. Looks like almost all the oil is out. I guess you can probably not see that. Then I'm gonna reinstall that 12 millimeter bolt. Go clockwise. Make sure you always start it nice and easy by hand so you don't get it cross-threaded. Looks good. I'm gonna take the dipstick out. See how it looks. I'm gonna wipe it off. It should have no oil in it, so. I bought this Pro Honda 10W30 because that's what the manual recommends. I've seen some people use 10W40 if they live in like hot weather. It's really up to you what you put on your bike. I just like to follow the manual. In case anything goes wrong, I have proof that I bought this, you know, whatever was specified on it. All right, let me see if I have a little something to put the oil in with. And at the dealership, they said to use 1 quart, 1.7 quarts. So I bought 2 quarts. And I'm just gonna let the bike have it. Hopefully I have the camera at the right angle. That's 1 quart. So this would be 1.5 right here at the 500. So I'm gonna go a little bit past the 600 to make sure it has enough oil to be at the specification. To add anymore. So you put your dipstick back in. Something very important is you gotta make sure the bike is level. If you check, you put the screw back in, the dipstick back in, and you check it, it will not read properly unless you have the bike level. So put it there for a little bit. Level the bike. And I'm gonna go back down. I don't think you have to thread it in. I just do, but I think you're supposed to just put it in and take it out to measure it. Looks good, nice and clear. And just make sure. See, right at the mark. We're not over. It's perfect. Let me thread it back in. Tighten it up. You don't have to go crazy on it. Just, when it feels snug. I do have a torque wrench to torque to specification. So I'm gonna do my 12mm socket. I want to tighten up to 19 pounds. No, 18 pounds actually. Come on. 18 pounds. Sorry guys if you can't see this, it's kind of hard to deal with this camera. There it is. I took this 8mm out. They really don't need a lot of pressure, so I'm just gonna get them snug with the screwdriver, and then I'm gonna use my my ratchet here to just get them snug. Like I said, it does not take that much. That should be plenty. All right. Hopefully you guys like the video. If you like it, subscribe.